Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I'm Lisa Marie, and you just tuned in to Bank Life. All right, so today we got the video with Tyreek Hill. Now, if this is the first time to your channel, and I'm pretty sure it is, go ahead and make sure you hit like, subscribe, and go ahead and share the video. Now, this is my first video back with Bank Life at Bank Life 24/7. All right, so let's go.
It's the just released police body cam footage from the traffic stop involving Miami Dolphins superstar Tyreek Hill.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man.
Things go wrong from the first moments of the encounter.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Knock on my window like that, though.
As one cop walks away, you can hear him tell his colleague it's Tyreek Hill. Hill is ordered out of the car, or they say they'll break the window.
Give me that, we'll break the window. Get out of the car.
He yanks Hill out of his $300,000 McLaren sports car and puts his knee on Hill's back.
All right, so let me stop right there. So he told the other cop it's Tyreek Hill. Now, what does that mean? Well, let me tell you what it means from Bank Life. Tyreek Hill is one of the highest top paid earners. He plays for the Miami Dolphins. He just signed a contract in 2022 for 4 years for 120 million, as well as this year he signed a 3-year contract for 90 million. That is who Tyreek is. Let's go back to the video.
We showed the video to former NYPD detective David Sarney, now a professor at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice.
How did both sides fail here?
Tyreek should have been more compliant, just kept the window open.
Okay.
Keep your window down.
Then it got aggressive. You could see the actions of the police went a little bit over the line for a summons for excessive speed at that point.
Hill was ordered to sit.
I just had surgery on my knee. Bro. I'm not going to tell you again to leave.
Hill's teammate Calais Campbell saw what was going on and tried to intervene. He was also placed in handcuffs, but just for a few minutes. The team is expressing support for the players.
Okay, I gotta stop it right there. So here you have it. He's already handcuffed, and they're putting him and having him go down. He's telling them, "Hey, I had surgery on my knee," and they're still. So soon as he finds out, "Hey, this is Tyreek Hill," they get aggressive. Now I know some might say it's a race thing, but could it be a money thing? Because you have Miami police officers who top earnings is about $87,000 a year. And here you might have what some people might say a cocky NFL football player who is driving a $300,000 McLaren 720S coupe. Now you'll see on the screen that he has other cars as well. So could this be a money thing as well? That we're going to prove to this cocky, arrogant, perhaps, player. Now I'm not saying he's arrogant, he's cocky, but it's perceived sometimes when it comes to NFL players, especially ones that, he did, because they did tell him 3 times, "Hey, put your window down." He said, "Hey, first of all, why you knocking on my $300,000 car like that? And I'm gonna take my time and put my window down." So I'm not saying the cops was wrong for telling them, "Hey, when they asked him, 'Hey, can you put your window down?'" Now, is it the law that he has to? I don't think there's a law that says that. But he could have been more compliant, it's true. But when they found out who he was, I gotta say, on the video, it appears they got a little more aggressive based on knowing who he is. Now, even the professor that we heard said, "Hey, this was a little aggressive for someone that would receive a summons. Now, I must say, he was in a 40-mile-per-hour zone and he was going 60 miles per hour, which could have been considered, of course, careless driving, and he could have got a reckless driving and a seatbelt violation. Now, the seatbelt violation carries anywhere from $30 to $114, but the speed violation or the reckless driving violation comes up with a 90-day in jail or $500 or both. Of course, more if it's your second offense. Now, of course, knowing how much he makes, 500, whether it's 500 or whether it's 114, to him is nothing. So maybe the officers wanted to prove something to him. But what I believe is that the officers must first understand they're there to serve the community. And although you're gonna meet some high paying profile people, you have to still understand you're on the job, he's not. Let's get back to the video.
We are saddened by the overly aggressive and violent conduct. It is both maddening and heartbreaking to watch the very people we trust to protect our community use such unnecessary force and hostility towards these players. But the police union says Hill was not immediately cooperative. It is always best to obey lawful police orders and complain later. Appearing on CNN last night, Hill tried to explain why he was reluctant to lower the car window.
If I let my window down, like people walking by, driving by, they gonna notice that it's me, and they gonna start taking pictures. And I didn't want to create a scene at all.
Gail King says, in her opinion, there was fault on both sides.
I feel very differently from what I heard yesterday compared to what I see today. I think they both should have handled it differently.
Give me up and break the window. Get out of the car.
Okay, so Gail King, right, said, hey, they could have, and she's right. They both could have handled it very differently. Very differently. But I believe that the cops should have. Did you see how many cops? How many cops does it take to drag? And they dragged him out. They put up the nice, he had the nice doors that go up. Come on. And they dragged him. Was that necessary? Is this very aggressive? I say it is. I'm Lisa Marie. Thank you for tuning in to Bank Life. If you like the video, go ahead and hit like. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm Lisa Marie. Welcome to Bank Life. See you on the next video.